So Andreas, how many years did you compete as a gymnast?
In total, I was 28 years in gymnastics.
Okay.
So I was starting with 6 and stopped with 34. So, but I was in 4 Olympics. I think it was six or 9 World Championships. No, 6 World Championships, and then also European Championships.
Asia 6 to 34?
So it's like 6 to 34, so 28 years.
So how did you get started at the age of 6?
I grew up in East Germany, so socialism.
Okay.
So you came in a school. There was like a system. So each sport had their own, like, I call it, people going in schools and looking for scouts. I think
Okay.
they called scouts. And I was the smallest, the fastest, and the powerful. So they gave me a letter, and I gave it to my parents, and that was literally the start in the first grade,
Okay. So they
1988,
Okay.
in Avignon.
So you were 18.
I was 18, so I had like those smaller ones when I was younger,
Okay.
14. But this was like all the socialistic countries. But international, like there was the European Championships in Avignon, 1988, France. And so I won, I think, 4 medals, 3 silver and 1 gold, and that was high bar.
Okay.
So, and then the same year, 88, was the Olympics in Seoul. So I had 5 months time to get into the team, the national team of men. So I was at the junior, half year earlier, and then in the Olympics.
And you made the team?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So how old were you when you won your first medal?
Oh, actually, there was a called the Spartakiade.
Okay.
That was like when I was like 10 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Gold.
Gold?
I started very early to be good.
Right.
So, like I said, I was small. Had a lot of power, and I was quick. So, athletic things, technical things. So there was a couple options. There was not really at this point where we made like on the apparatus like those 10 elements, So that was a little bit different in the beginning, but then the first one was like, I think it was a Spartakiade. And that was very, very exciting. So I felt the first time like my adrenaline
Okay, adrenaline.
jumping, which was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fun. Well, so I met you actually in a time that had nothing to do with gymnastics. It was about 6 years ago, and it was through your company, Andreas Seed Oils. So I'm curious, at what point did you end gymnastics and transition into the business world?
I stopped in 2004, but I had already in 2003 a small awareness center. So I always tried to help other people to get healthy again. But I was sick myself, so I had, later we figured out I had Epstein-Barr virus. I had Crohn's disease starting in 2004 because I stopped taking painkiller.
Okay.
So I was 14 years on painkiller. To gymnastics is just hurting. So gymnastics looks so easy, but there's a lot of training. So we trained like 6 to 8 hours a day, and then on the weekends. So I had about, for 12 years, I had about 50 competitions a year. So that's a lot.
Wow.
So it goes, of course, on the joints and everything. So and then I was with the oils was actually a different starter. So I was reading one time in a magazine that you can eat to the skin.
Through the skin.
So the skin is actually an organ.
Eating through the skin.
So you can, so in my brain as a German, bread, butter, salami, right? And then try to eat. No, you have to break it down.
Okay.
So I researched a little bit and found out there's about 7 micrometer, the skin, to get something in. And the best thing to eat to the skin, the best food, is oil.
Okay.
So then out of this, I developed a system based on another system, which was, in my opinion, not the best. It was helping already, but I was developing with an engineer, and then later by myself in sprayer, so fine you cannot see it, but you can smell it.
Okay.
So, and I was looking for good oils, and there was no good oils on the market. So every oil we had, I tried. Mainly, I was looking for flaxseed oil. And most of the time, many people know flaxseed is very can oxidize very quick. So you have to be careful. So, and I was looking also for olive oil, but nothing like this. What I liked was there, so there was a lot of problems with. So, and then I started to. I had an engineer. He had a small press,
Okay.
and when I got sick in 2006 with Crohn's disease, almost dying, I lost in 6 weeks. I lost 45 pounds and then 80% of my blood.
Wow.
So they never had any, how you call it, yeah, they never had a report like this ever. So, and from this moment on, when I came out, so I released myself, because the only option left for me was to take everything out, my whole colon
Oh, wow.
system, and put it back on the
That's
side.
major. Yeah.
And I said, no, I don't want this. Somebody put it there, so I want to keep it.
You can keep
So,
it there.
and there I saw also that the Western medicine has limits, a lot of limits. So, and when I came home, I talked to my engineer, and he said, I have a small press, so let me press for you flaxseed, fresh.
What kind of press? When you say press, what are you referring to?
It's a cold press,
Cold
expeller press.
Okay.
And there was it's like 15 pounds, something
Okay.
like this. And it was a small kitchen press, literally.
Okay.
So, but it made good oils, so I worked later with it. But it started, so when I was on 33 pills per day.
Wow.
The most heavy was prednisone, so I got like moon face.
Okay.
So I got like literally like I was eating.
Swollen everywhere.
Yeah, so I was not happy with this. And then I had all the side effects. So I was not happy. So then I started the flaxseed, and then I started over 3 months to get more and more rid of the medications.
So when you say you started the flaxseed, what are you referring to?
It was a fresh pressed, cold pressed flaxseed oil.
Would you eat it, or were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like at this point I took a lot, like 3-4 tablespoons a day.
Okay.
And
But that's a pretty heavy dose, you would
yes.
say. Okay.
So when you have Crohn's disease, I was diagnosed with this, then your whole body's inflamed. So my whole body, everything was inflamed. So and that's why you get prednisone to slow down your immune system, to literally, how you call it, depress it.
Okay, repress.
Yeah, so to slow it down, so
Okay.
it is not attacking you. They call it autoimmune disease, but I don't think that's the right word. I think when I started with this, I got also figured out, and then I used my booth I had with the sprayer.
Okay. So you are
And-
using it on your skin
Yes.
and inside your body.
Both ways.
Okay.
And soon as I was in this booth, I was pain-free in like 30 seconds.
Wow.
Because it goes to the skin, it's like a magnet. So the skin takes it and goes straight in the bloodstream. So I saw the first time how oil can work. So and then I was interested in more and more. And then I came in 2007, I moved to United States. And just was pressing for myself. So I was not even looking for, because the other...
Still on this same small press?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So I had this with me.
Okay, you have it.
So I had it here in the United States. So I pressed for myself, just flaxseed. Just had for a while only flaxseed. So, but the problem was also there is not much. You have to eat it fresh, so you cannot. The flaxseed is very, like I said, reactive or oxidize very fast.
Okay. And what does oxidation mean? Exactly?
Oxidation is literally it gets rancid.
Okay.
It's the
It goes bad
rancidity.
quickly.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So as soon as oxidation comes in, it's a multiplier. So and then it smells, it tastes bitter, very bitter. It tastes awful. So
Okay.
after a
So
while.
it goes bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a fish.
Okay.
fish things too, because of the omega-3 outside.
Okay.
So it has the same smell. So, but the interesting part was when I started, a lot of people, when we was talking to other people about my story, when I give my testimony about it in different places, they came to me and it was also interested into having oils.
So they wanted what you had.
Yeah, so, and
Okay.
I suddenly was literally forced into a business what I was not even planning.
It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
in 2008, I had a clear vision from a new type of press. And I talked to, because my English was not good, I was not learning English in school. Socialism teaches you Russian, but not English.
Okay.
So, and I was looking into a couple things, and I started to talk to companies, German companies, who was award-winning technology for expeller presses.
Okay.
So, and those engineers I talked to, they said, what you want is impossible. I said, okay. So, and then I found a mechanic, a German mechanic, and I was talking to him. I think our first call was like 5 hours.
Wow.
So, and I sent him my drawings. So, and he had very close to what we have today, but the head was shorter.
Okay. So the machine itself was similar to what you're using now,
Yes.
but you developed it a little
Yes.
differently.
So when he picked my brain, I picked his brain. So we worked very close together for a couple of years. And in November 2009, I had my first prototype in California.
Okay.
And when I got the first time oil out, I was like completely blown away from the taste, the active ingredients. Everything was working like you have the information on studies.
Right.
I had the effect.
So you
what
were
they
feeling
said.
the direct
Oh.
effects from the oil you were
Yeah.
making.
So, and the flaxseed has a lot of energy.
Okay. So would you say that started it all would be
Yeah.
your flaxseed?
Yeah.
Okay. And is that the first product you ever sold?
That was the first product, and then I was going into a food store, a raw food store in Venice, California. And I started over there, and then people came to me, customers, and they said, can you press pumpkin? Can you press sunflower? Can you press, so different types? And I say, okay, I would like to, but you bring me the seeds. And then I press for you, and then we
So
share
it
it.
was not oils. Okay.
So
the oils were a product of what you needed for the booth.
to learn about it.
Okay.
So I have to learn first everything about the liquids, about oils, how they're functioning in the body, how they go, and then I can maybe later start the other one again, because it's insane, absolutely
So you
insane.
still have the goal to
Yes,
accomplish the booth that you're hoping
It's
to.
very simple. So, for example, if you give a cell, so the cell is a double layer of fat, right?
Correct.
So, called lipophosphate. And if this is wrong built from the wrong fat, the cell cannot breathe.
Okay.
So you're looking older earlier, you're aging fast because the cell cannot breathe, the cell dies. So then reproducing the time in between the copy and doing things, it's getting less and less. So it's shorter. Normally 7 years. That was in the past. Today, to the stress, food, whatever it is shortened. So the important, interesting part was, you can literally, if you give the cell the right information, there's a test, there was a chicken, just a chicken heart. They made a chicken heart and they tested it with oil.
Okay.
And they put it in the bloodstream. And they had, normally a chicken goes like 3 years. And they kept it over 15 years.
That's crazy. That's
So-
cool. I'd like to
So
see that
proof is in
study.
the pudding.
Yeah,
Proof
of
is in the
course.
pudding.
You always say that. The proof is in
So,
the pudding.
and my goal is to find a way where we can get old, healthy, but stay young, feeling everything is like
Right.
not breaking down. So, and I'm now 55 and I can still doing things what other people cannot do.
And you look fantastic. So I look
you.
forward to hearing more.